Hello, hello, and welcome back as I welcome Faceless into the fold with more wide open arms than Scott Stapp asking for a hug. In Perfidious Pete plays XCOM, The Long War 2. I'm telling you, I love me some Joe Brand, but I'm really starting to doubt her future as a member of the XCOM project. She has embraced the Scott Stapp wide open arms philosophy too wholeheartedly. How, Joe Brand, how did you not finger Dio Mazabuko here as a Faceless? How? The guy didn't even wait for you to bust him out of his damned cell before he started singing like a canary trying to score a golden buzzer on America's Got Talent. It's just, come on, Joe, come on. If ever there was a candidate for shot while trying to escape custody, this guy is it. He's it. Leaving him anywhere other than bleeding in the gutter, it's criminally negligent. It really is. And I know, Joe, that you never listen to critics because according to you, criticism just makes you older, sadder, and more bitter. But I really do feel like a little constructive critique here could go a long way into helping XCOM keep some of the supplies we work so hard for every month. We just got rid of our Faceless, and then here you do, coming home, bringing another one in. I'm just saying, Joe, the next time Home Skillet drops dime faster than a lunatic gunman at a Damage Plan concert, and that shit happened like before they even finished the first song of their set, just when that happens, maybe leave behind next time. That's all I'm saying, Joe. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of leaving things behind, we did send Joe Brand on that mission with the intent of immediately then deploying her on another mission. We're gonna go try Operation Chicken Wheel here. We got 2 days, 10 hours on an evac with flare mission. We can't afford to boost this, though, because we're going to get 25 intel and an intel package, and it does counter a dark event. We didn't have a shinobi at the time. We now have a shinobi. So we're going to get, out of this, what are we going to pick up? An extra day and 5 hours. So we're going to get 3 days, 15 hours total. Can we get you a friend, Joe Brand? Because you are going to need a friend. I suppose we could send Rita Rudner. Where even if we boost this, we're still going to be over on time. Being over on time adds 1 turn to our evac timer. But we've got to try it, right? Also, Rita, we're going to get rid of your bang bang grenade just for the moment and give you a smoke grenade instead. If we need explosions, you've got the whole rocket thing covered. 3 days, 19 hours. If we get an extra 50%, we're going to pick up, we're going to pick up 1 day, 5 hours. So we're going to be over, but only very slightly. I still think this mission is maybe doable, and we have to try because it thwarts a dark event. We got to give it the old college whirl here. Got to give it the old college try. Give her the old college. You know, I didn't actually try that hard in college. Mostly I just drank a lot and skipped classes. Maybe that's why I have fared so poorly in life. Maybe I should have given it the old college try and just didn't. Somebody out there would be like, Pete, you graduated from college. Yeah, but, not the first time. So we've got that taken care of. Advent strength is still at 2 here. Do we want to keep scanning in Western Africa, or do we want to come? You know what? Yeah, let's keep scanning and keep doing missions here so we can try and keep Advent strength high and keep them away from this facility. Kathleen Irish Madigan has picked up the deep cover ability. That's fantastic. Let's see what new ability Kathleen has unlocked. Center mass she had, which, for Shinobi's not great, but it's a good ability. Return fire is just trash. Resilience is really good and really interesting because this gives Kathleen Madigan a really interesting dynamic in that she would be almost impossible to actually hit. Given the ridiculously stupid way that the Graze mechanic works, Resilience, it's also 8 days. Oh, good. Aliens completed a dark event conditioning. Okay, so they all have more hit points now. That's just what we needed. Healthier aliens. Good. I'm glad to see their 401 or their the company health plan. I was about to say 401k, which I suppose could go a long way into your overall long-term health. Maybe just be like knowing you have a big pile of savings waiting for retirement keeps your stress levels low. Maybe it is a healthy choice. Maybe that's why they got the extra hit point. Or maybe they just improved the cloning tanks, which is something we could all go for. We should really look for somebody else to go into the AWC, I think. Kathleen Madigan, 8 days for resilience. I'm not sure it's useful. It would be, I mean, it's tempting. John Stewart, what do you got? Guardian is pretty interesting ability for an assault trooper. Wait, how come we only have 4 people here? What's going on with it? It's been a day or two since I played XCOM, so everyone is busy. Yeah, all right. Well, we're not going to assign anybody to the AWC because we have, I mean, we can't put Kathleen Madigan in. She's our only available Shinobi, and we have like 3 other guys here. So, yeah, I think we're going to hold off on this. Advent strength has gone down to 1, and it went up to 5 in South Africa. Interesting. So if we do a mission, can we bring that number up? Review, what do we got? Hack a hidden resistance computer. We find a lead. Extremely light enemy resistance. 32 intel and an intel package. I mean, sure, we could probably do this. We just got Kathleen Madigan, and this is why we got her. So let's grab Kathleen Madigan. This is an evac with flare mission, is it not? Yeah, evac with flare. So Kathleen's going to need a friend to chuck the flare for her. And I guess that's going to be Tammy Pescatelli. Okay, Pescatelli, why do you have a laser weapon? No. First off, if we're going to send you on a dangerous, potentially suicide mission, let's not give you a weapon that we don't want to see not come back. Let's instead give you the garden variety SNG and just have you guys go start your infiltration, please. Thank you. Do not like the idea of you carrying a laser Sten gun into a mission and had me never seen it again. No. No, 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 no. Take the garbage. You don't equip your suicide troopers with the best quality gear. I mean, you give them a good, workable suicide vest, and then you just call it a day. You don't have to worry about their sidearm. They're going to spend a lot of cash gearing them up here. Okay, got a transmission coming in. I told you, Joe Brand. I told you that guy was a fucking faceless. I told you. So, thanks to you, you brought him home like 4 days before we got paid, and in those 4 days, the son of a bitch still managed to steal 60% of our monthly... I hate everything. You know, Pavonis, the faceless mechanic that you guys have coded into the game is... it's a bad mechanic. It's bad. So we're going to boost this infiltration. That gets us up to 96%. We've got extremely light enemy resistance. We've got to steal an item from an advent train. Enemy readiness is at normal. We're going to launch this and hope our 2-man team can pull it off. Joe Brand, you fucking owe me this one. That's all I'm going to say. You better do some real heavy lifting on this mission here in Operation Chicken Wheels in Pig Alley. It sounds like some kind of clever fast food marketing slogan, like the restaurant would be called Pig Alley, and you'd be like, come on down to Pig Alley, this week we got a new special. Ain't just swine over to Pig Alley anymore. Hell no, we got chicken now. Try out some of our brand new chicken wheels. You've never tasted a delicious ring of processed chicken so much as you'll enjoy our spicy chicken wheels. Man, I'm kind of hungry for spicy chicken wheels now. I could really go for... they would come in like 8 to a box. Wait, did I rip off something that already exists? Isn't there a restaurant that already has chicken wheels? No, I'm thinking of chicken rings, and those are from White Castle. All right. Chicken rings are not chicken wheels. Those two things are not the same, Pete. You didn't rip it off, but I think your idea holds water. Because chicken wheels, chicken rings, this is not a coincidence. So we have a gigantic map. We got a lot of ground to cover. Okay, so Joe Brand has got to get in, snatch the thing, and get out all by her little lonesome. Let's start taking a look. Enemy resistance should not be overwhelming on this. We did have extremely light, which is going to mean, like, probably around 3 pods. That's... Sentry gun is very irritating. Although we can avoid the worst of that thing's detection radius simply by staying close to the train, I believe. And Rita Rudner, we're going to need you... I want you in a position where you can throw the flare, but also not be spotted by the thingamabob. So we want you to provide close support for our girl here, but also we really don't want you getting spotted or alternatively pinned down. Although I suppose as a technical, if Pescatelli has to fight, she might be able to bring down a pod. Joe Brand, let's just move you up to here. So Joe Brand is... Oh, never mind. I was going to say she's like right by the objective with still no sign of the enemy, but that's actually not true. I'm a little hesitant to move Joe Brand around that corner because there could be guys there, but I also don't want to park her here in case something patrols that way. We're in, like 6 of one, a half a dozen of the other, and all of them look like a shit sandwich kind of situation. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You know, if you're gonna get a shit sandwich, you might as well go ahead and get the even half dozen. Get a discount. Okay, so Pescatelli cannot be seen, and this area is relatively clear. Okay, Joe Brand, let's just pop you back in this corner cover real quick. I'm very glad I did not stand on the corner then, because we definitely would have been spotted, I think. And, okay, so we've got... okay, we've got 2 pods over here. Call me crazy, but this is starting to look like maybe it's going to be doable. Did I say this was Tammy Pescatelli? I'm sorry, Pescatelli went on the other mission. This is Rita Rudner. Okay, so Rita, we want to get this flare popped pretty much as quick as we can. Let's bring you back here. No enemies around, right? Joe?
That's affirmative.
Let's slip you up here. Just make sure we're not going to inadvertently set anything off. Yeah, we got a hostile squad there, definitely. That's, Except he looks to be phased inside of another object in a ridiculous fashion, but okay. Let's see if we can bide our time here. Joe Brand can see the thing. I need to know which directions I can hack this from. That's, oh, okay. So, these guys are coming straight towards us. Love the fact that the AI always knows where you are, even when they're not supposed to know where you are. That's delightful. It also means Tammy Pescatelli has effectively no chance of dropping a flare here without getting spotted. And it's like 4 turns for us. So I guess we could have Pescatelli. I'm sorry, I keep calling Rita Rudner Tammy Pescatelli.
Good copy. Moving on target.
There was very light enemy resistance. If we have all of these pods front-loaded to this section of the map, then the back of the map should be clear. We should be able to end run around this one and come at it from the back door. So if we have Joe, I'm going to have Joe Brand just slip right over here. She's also, she may have a hard time getting into a tile where she can actually hack the thing. All right, we're going to have to start working on our evac timer here. So these guys are going to be in this area. Are we going to get, if we throw the flare now, are we going to get popped? We shouldn't, because she can't see anybody. Why would you throw the flare now, Pete? Because I want it close to where our girl's going to be exfiltrating. I want it in the neighborhood so Joe Brand doesn't have to run as far. Pescatelli still can't see anybody. And she's got plenty of map to flee to. Okay, so Joe... There are literally only like 2 tiles you can hack this thing from. I hate it when the hack gets so badly restricted like this. Okay, let's bring you around here. We're definitely going to try and hack this on our first action. So, okay, we got to get the evac. Okay, evac's got to go. We got to evac now. We got to get this as close to where Joe Brand is going to be as possible. We're not going to be able to get it close enough that Joe Brand can run it in 1 turn. But it's going to be relatively close. And now what we got to do is keep I keep calling her Tammy Pescatelli. What we got to do now is keep Rita Rudner in a position where she can also make it to it in 1 turn, but won't get spotted for the full 4. So let's have you... I mean, I really want you further away. That should still be easily within a double move. Joe Brand is going to ghost walk. Just in case, we're going to bring her around the corner. Well, these guys are continuing to patrol away from us, which is good. Away is good. I'm more concerned about that Viper pod, though. Yeah, cool your shit, Bradford. We're fine. If these guys all wander out of line of sight for Joe Brand, that's when we'll hack it. We're going to put Joe on Overwatch for a turn. And Rita, you can still make it to evac, hypothetically? Yes. What I would like for you to do is be a little bit further away from the enemies. So come over here and be on Overwatch. If we can get that pod to just patrol one more turn in the direction it's patrolling, we might be able to get Joe Brand the hack and get her out of here without even activating the enemy. Okay, Joe Brand can't even see anybody. This is exactly what we wanted. Hack the chest, Joe. Joe Brand's got the hack and she is elite. A small intel cache, a superior PCS. I'd really rather have the intel. We did use intel on this mission so we could get some back. Oh, close, but no cigar. Okay, so Joe Brand's got it. She also picked up a stock and a data cache. And we want Joe Brand, if she doesn't move, she'll be close enough to beat it in one turn, but I'm really worried about her getting spotted. And there's corner full cover around here. Just take the run, Joe. Also, we can't immediately evac, so Rudner, you can still get there in one, right? Yep. Okay. So Overwatch for you. You girls gotta just ladies. I don't mean to call you girls. I know that sounds that's diminutive, and I don't mean to do that. I don't want to be that guy. Ladies, if you could just hold out until evac arrives, we'll have this shit in the can. I think we're good. I think our work here is done. Evac has arrived. Our work here is done. This is beautiful.
It's time to go.
You're damn skippy, Firebird. It's absolutely time to go. All right, Rita Rudner. I know I kept calling you Tammy Pescatelli for the entire mission because I dispatched her on another mission in the meantime. But I don't regret it. You guys have performed admirably. We also managed to simultaneously pop every single pod in the universe, so that's delightful. And we get a preview the extra health point. It appears that that health point applies to every single variety of Advent Trooper, because all of them have one more than they used to. That's beautiful. That just means our laser weapons are now entirely fucking pointlessly useless. Bully. All right, Joe Brand, why don't you run over here, and we can take our ball and go home. Sure, how that guy activated from way over there makes total perfect sense. Yeah, you bet. Also, hey, Advent, kiss my ass. Joe Brandon leaving. Team is done. We gone, dog. We gone. Good work, Firebird. Now let's get Rita Rudner secured and get the fuck out of this piece of shit mission. Ah, man, those chicken wheels were every bit as delicious as I suspected they might be. I feel really good about Operation Chicken Wheel. Okay, let's think about this, though. What restaurant would serve chicken wheels? I know I already mentioned the chicken rings are a thing, but a ring and a wheel are not necessarily the same. If White Castle has chicken wheel or chicken rings, what restaurant would serve chicken wheels? It definitely can't be a chicken restaurant, like one that specializes in chicken, like your KFCs or your Popeyes. They would never serve chicken wheels because they got too much dignity. Rita Rudner actually moved further than Joe Brand. I am surprised by that. It couldn't be a chicken restaurant. It would have to be another variety of restaurant that served chicken wheels. Probably like a burger joint. I'm thinking it would definitely be someplace that specializes in your beef products. But it couldn't be a mainstream either. You couldn't go with like you're not looking at a McDonald's. They would never stoop to chicken wheels. It's too gimmicky. Maybe like a Carl's Jr. feels more right, but still not quite right because they're trying to sell themselves as the upscale burger joint of fast food. So they probably wouldn't go for chicken wheels either. Rallies. I got it. It's a Rallies. Rallies is the kind of place that would sell chicken wheels. Come on down to Rallies, get yourself a NASCAR flag, and we'll hook you up with some chicken wheels. You want some chicken wheels on that? Oh, Rallies. It's the NASCAR tie-in promotion of all time. They actually make a NASCAR with wheels made out of chicken. Advertise their chicken wheels. Think of it. Jeff Gordon, an aging Jeff Gordon, comes in, pulls into the drive-thru from Rallies, pulls up, and everybody's like, "Hoo-wee, Jeff, your car sure do smell delicious." And he'd be like, "Yeah, boy, got me some of these new chicken wheels." And then they hand him a sack of chicken wheels out the window, and he like poses for the camera with it next to his face and smiles real big. I'm Jeff Gordon saying, "Try chicken wheels, available for a limited time, only at Rallies." And then he like peels out and they cut to a reverse shot of the car and you can see that he's actually peeling out with the chicken wheels on his NASCAR car. He's got chicken wheels in his hand, chicken wheels on the car. There's chunks of braised chicken flying everywhere. It's too fucking perfect, man. It's too fucking perfect. Rallies, if you don't have chicken wheels as a product, I'm telling you, you got to get Jeff Gordon in to be the spokesman for your chicken wheels. It's just, it's a $1 billion idea. It's going to launch the franchise from relatively obscure Midwestern small-scale fast food eatery to nationwide global sensation. Jeff Gordon and his chicken wheels driving on chicken wheels. It's gold, man. It's marketing gold. Somewhere, Don Draper stopped finger blasting his secretary. He's like, holy shit, man. Pete's on about the chicken wheels. This campaign starts today. Then he throws some, lady out of his lap. He's like, sorry, sweet cheeks. Don's got money to make. It's beautiful. Chicken wheels and the chicken. You know what? I've got to wrap the episode up because I honestly feel like I've hit my apex. There's nowhere else for me to go from here. The chicken wheels, it's the greatest idea I've ever had. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more XCOM 2 gameplay and more marketing ideas that are definitely going to be less good than chicken wheels, because I'm telling you, it's the best I'm ever going to do. But if you want to find out what my B efforts are, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to jump in my car, head over to Rallies, get some fucking chicken wheels. I'll see you again soon.